You probably think sushi was always luxurious. It wasn't. Sushi was created for people who didn't even have time to sit down. Edo, the former name of the city now called Tokyo, early 19th century, around 1824, a city of over 1 million people, one of the largest cities in the world at the time, a crowded port, packed fish market, workers who moved with daylight, not with clocks. And in the middle of that density, a man named Hanaya Yohei. He didn't start a movement. He didn't write theory. He made a shortcut. Before him, sushi was fermented. Fish packed in rice for months. Strong smell, long waiting, required patience. Yohei removed the waiting. He mixed vinegar into the rice to recreate the tang of fermentation, placed fresh fish from Edo Bay on top, and shaped it by hand. Nigiri. The word comes from the Japanese verb nijiru. It means to press, not to roll, not to decorate, to press. A small bed of rice, a slice of fish, one firm motion of the palm, made in seconds, eaten in a few bites. Early nigiri were nearly twice the size of what you see today. Richer, heavier, more filling. Sometimes the fish was marinated in soy for preservation. There was no refrigeration. This wasn't food meant to be admired. It was food meant to keep the day moving. Sold from wooden stalls, along the canals of Edo, not in silence, but in the sound of bargaining and the smell of the sea. Sushi, at that time, was street food. In 1868, Edo was renamed Tokyo, Eastern Capital, but sushi remained on the street. Until 1923, the Great Kanto earthquake. The city collapsed. Chefs dispersed. The Edo style spread across Japan, and a quiet shift began. Sushi moved from carts into small shops, from shops into restaurants. In the 20th century, refrigeration changed everything. Hygiene standards tightened. Portions became smaller. Precision became central. After World War II, rice was rationed. High-quality fish was limited. Sushi was no longer cheap. It became craft. It required apprenticeship. It became something you reserved. By the 1980s, it was exported to the United States. A new image formed: minimal, clean, refined. The same food created in 1824 for dock workers was now served under soft lighting and quiet ceremony. Yet the structure never changed. Pressed rice, fish on top, one movement of the hand. It was designed for speed, not ritual. Today you sit calmly. You study the texture. You talk about balance and knife work. But what you're eating is the elevated version of a 19th century fast meal. Sushi did not begin as refinement. It began as urgency. Edo, now Tokyo, a city that demanded efficiency, created a form that has barely changed. Nigiri means to press. And perhaps the greatest irony is this: the most expensive sushi you eat today is still built on the same motion. A street vendor used in 1824 to feed a hurried laborer with the palm of his hand. And the question is not how a worker's food became refined. The question is, how many things we now treat with reverence were once created simply to survive?